Hey there, folks, Butch here. We're not talking about the John Deere today. Today we're talking about tomatoes. I know everything there is to know about tomatoes. Folks, I don't think you realize the amount of intelligence or knowledge that I'm getting ready to give you. This has been passed down for, oh goodness, generations. Generations, folks. This has been passed down for generations. My granddad's granddad taught him. His granddad's granddad taught him. I don't know why none of their dads had ever taught them. It was always their granddads taught them. Must have been a granddad thing. But anyway, I inherited this knowledge, and I don't think you realize what I'm getting ready to show you, folks. Just don't think you realize. The tomatoes that I grow the world's largest in its class. The world's largest. There's no one ever touched, never even come in the ballpark of what I grow. I grow the world's largest tiny tomato. My tomatoes are so tiny. Well, they're just unbelievable. Just tiniest tomato. A lot of you probably ain't even heard of this because it is so advanced. A lot of just regular common folk, they don't even bother trying to grow these tomatoes because they are so hard. So anyway, I'm going to give you a tour of them, and we're going to learn these tomatoes from the top to the bottom. And anyway, well, we ain't going to go from the seed up. We'll go from like if they was infants up. And that's how far we'll go back, because I don't have any in seeds that I've just planted, so you're just going to have to go from here on. But anyway, you should be able to pick it up from here, from where I show you. So, alright, just, without any further ado, we're going to get this little mate. I can't believe that I'm actually getting ready to give you some family generation secret knowledge that has been passed down. I just can't believe that, I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I just know there's a lot of good people out there that watch me. And I want to share this knowledge. This kind of knowledge needs to get out there, because if it don't, it's going to be lost. It will be lost, and no one will ever have it. And no one will ever be able to grow these bonsai tomatoes. So anyway, we're going to get this bonsai tomato tour started. All right, so this is where this is going to start at. It's going to start right here in the sand. This is some of the, I don't know if to the untrained eye, you guys don't even really realize what you're probably looking at, but this is an unbelievable bonsai garden right here. This is just getting started, and I'm going to tell you how to do this. You're going to plant these things in the dirt and rocks with lots of sand, and you're going to plant them right out in the dead of heat, right in the middle of the sun, and you're not going to water them. You're not going to water these for 6 weeks, folks. 6 weeks. And then as soon as the 6 weeks is up, you're going to water a little bit. You're going to have a piece of Egyptian granite. You can get these at Springfield. You can get them at Springfield up behind the warehouse, out behind the dumpster. There's signs out there, just help yourself, no dumpster diving, so don't dive in the dumpster. So if you get in the dumpster, diving in the dumpsters, I guess if you want to do a cannonball, you're welcome to do that in the dumpster. But anyway, just be careful. These edges are sharp, so when you get these out of the dumpsters, and they are heavy, you're going to need a piece of that Egyptian granite. You're going to need a white bucket, a piece of siding, and you're going to need a piece of black plastic. It can blow in from anywhere. You can use this black plastic. You can get any kind of black plastic, because all these objects around the sun here are going to reflect, and each one of them reflects a different kind of UV ray, folks. Now see, the granite's going to reflect a different kind of UV ray than the white bucket. The white bucket will reflect a different kind of UV ray from the black plastic. So this is step number one. Once you get this stuff, you're done with step number one. We're moving on to step number two. Step number two. Well, folks, I know you're thinking this is complicated, and oh my gosh, Butch, how much stuff do I have to get? Well, if you want to be a world record holder of tiny bonsai, tomatoes, and grow the biggest tiny tomatoes in the world, it takes a little effort, folks. A little bit of effort you're going to have to put into this. Okay? You're going to have to get, well, I hate giving away these secrets. I just hate it. Alright, folks, step number 97. We're going to go step number 97. You're going to have to get a few more things. My camera glitched out between step 2 and step 97, so you'll have to just kind of improvise, because I'm not re-recording that. It took 3 hours to record that, so I'm not going to re-record all that. So you'll just have to improvise in the middle, and you'll still get the same outcome, folks. You will still get the same outcome. See, the reason why I went and started growing the world's biggest tiny tomatoes is because I entered classes with regular tomatoes, like big beef boys and beef steaks and stuff like that. And they just quit letting me enter because they kept putting me over in the pumpkin patch. And I'm like, folks, these ain't pumpkins, these are tomatoes. And they was like, sir, stop your lying, get in the pumpkin patch. So they just kept entering me in the pumpkins. And so then I was growing the world's biggest pumpkin tomato. They wasn't pumpkins, but people didn't know that. So I just started growing the world's biggest pumpkin tomatoes then. They was actually tomatoes, but they was so big they looked like...
You want a little ride on a John Deere? I know we've never did this before. I want some people to get some experience of riding this little honey. So anyway, we're going to just take a little tour up the mailbox, get the mail, and come right back. Woo! Feel the horsepower, folks. When I take this thing on a ride, it just makes me come to life. I mean, it makes my blood boil. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. All right there, folks. Right up the hill. Goes up the hill every time without any problem. Got the pedal to the metal, and I mean, we're listening to them horsepower roar. Oh, listen to that. Getting ready to shift into second gear, folks. We're going to hit second gear here anytime.
Mail on a John Deere Gator is as easy as 1, 2, 3. I'll just demonstrate. 1. Two. 3. See there, folks? Just like I said, easy as 1, 2, 3. Fart. Just like that, easy as 1, 2, 3. Well, that'd be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you... Sorry, folks, for that small interruption. Had to go up and check the mail. I was waiting for some mailbox money. Sometimes my company that sends me out to do tours, they give me money. Just last week, I went up there, I had a check for $7. Yeah. Went and did a gray Ford truck convention tour, and, yeah, I had food and stuff, and I thought they was going to rent me a camper spot, and they said they did, but then they didn't, so I had to, for 3 or 4 nights, I had to pay $150, but went up there today, check for $7 in the mail, so win-win for Butchie. Folks, you probably wonder why I'm on the ground. Well, I'll tell you why I'm on the ground. I'm getting ready to show you the world's biggest small tomato. Well, biggest tiny tomato, anyway. It's the world's biggest tiny bonsai tomato. These tomatoes normally grow the size of marbles, or I've seen them as small as BBs and stuff, you know. I mean, they're just the world's, you know, they're just the world's smallest tomato. But I can take these little babies. Well, I'm just going to show you how big I can grow one. So if you wonder why I'm on the ground, that's why I'm on the ground, because I got to get down here with these tiny tomatoes. Here's where it all starts, right here in the dirt. Then we're going to start here. You're going to grow. It's just go right up the stalk. I'm just showing you the girth. This tomato plant is unbelievable, folks. This is a world champion tomato plant. So, I mean, yeah, you should be amazed. Right there they are. Right there is where all the meat is. This is all the money right here, folks. I'm just going to put my hand down there so you can see the size of these tomatoes. I mean, that is the world's biggest tiny tomato. Right there, folks. Right there in front of your eyes, the world's biggest tiny tomato. Right there. We're going to go ahead and pick that. It's very, very ripe. It looks like it's ready to be eaten. And I'm just going to taste that and explain the taste to you on that. So you can, well, hey, folks, I'm going to show you what it's like to eat the world's biggest tiny tomato. It's a world champion right here. So I'm going to explain to you so everybody can share this experience with me. And I'm going to just explain to you the taste and how amazing this tomato is going to be. So here we go. World's biggest tiny tomato. Folks, that is amazing. That is one of the best tomatoes I have ever tasted in my life. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe the explosion. Someone better call an astronomer, because this is out of the world. This is out of this world. I mean to tell you, the taste is just exploding out of my mouth. You want? I probably should have rinsed the 7 dust off these tomatoes. You know, people always ask me,